As always, it is so great to be here with you. And like I told you in the past, if it wouldn't be for you, Spain on a fork would not be possible. So once again, I just want to let you know how much I deeply appreciate all of you. Anyways, with that being said, today we've got another great episode as we're going to grab some canned black beans. As you know, heart healthy and affordable. We create an extraordinary recipe from the north of Spain. We're talking a cozy Spanish black bean stew. This is known as un potaje de alubias negras. And let me tell you, this stew has so many different layers of flavors to it. It's made with simple everyday ingredients. And the best part, it comes together in about 40 minutes using just one pan. Folks, this is a perfect stew for a busy weeknight as it comes together so quickly, yet it's elegant enough for a relaxed weekend lunch. Either way, make sure to enjoy it next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine, more specifically from the region of Navarra, and have yourself a fabulous meal. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'm gonna heat a stock pot with a medium heat and add in a generous 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 35 milliliters. As always, important to use the good stuff here. This is the base fat of the stew and what flavors all the ingredients. Link where you can get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm gonna finely chop 1 medium-sized onion, roughly chop 5 cloves of garlic, finely chop 1 green bell pepper, and cut 2 carrots that have been peeled, each one into small bite-sized pieces. Then we'll add in the chopped ingredients into the stock pot, and we'll mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously. That way everything evenly sautés. And I tell you, traditionally to make this dish, you do add in a pork product, such as chorizo or morcilla. I'm gonna omit those ingredients, but if you like, you can use them. You just add them at this stage, that way they saute with the vegetables. After about 5 minutes, and the veggies are lightly sauteed, and the onion's nice and translucent, I'm gonna add in 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, which is 15 milliliters, along with 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, half a teaspoon of hot smoked Spanish paprika, which is 1.25 grams, and half a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 1.5 grams. And we'll quickly mix it together. Then we'll add in half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. As always, I made my sauce by finely grated fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, which is similar to passata. And we'll season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Then we'll turn it up to a high heat, give it a mix, and then simmer it for a few minutes. While tomato sauce is simmering, let's get the rest of our ingredients ready. I'm going to drain 3 cans of black beans into a colander and rinse the beans under some water. Size of the cans that I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams each. And we'll also cut 2 medium-sized potatoes that have been peeled, each one into small bite-sized cubes. Important to use potatoes here that are a bit more waxy than starchy, as they hold their shape better in stews. I'm using Yukon Golds, but you can also use new potatoes, red potatoes, or even Golden Delight. After simmering the tomato sauce for about 5 minutes and it's thickened up, we'll add in the chopped potatoes, the drained black beans, and 3.5 cups of vegetable broth, which is 840 milliliters. Traditionally, you use beef broth to make this dish, but you can also use chicken broth if you like. Either way, link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. And then we'll add in 1 bay leaf and give it a gentle mix. Once it comes to a boil, we'll place the lid on the stock pot and lower the fire to a low-medium heat. And we're going to simmer this between 15 to 20 minutes until the potatoes are just cooked through and all the flavors have developed. After simmering the stew between 15 to 20 minutes, we'll remove the lid. And at this point, those potatoes should be cooked through. You know, you can always pierce them with a fork just to ensure that they're done. If you see that yours need more time, you simmer this for a bit longer. For the final step, using a potato masher, I'm going to mash down on the stew just for a few seconds. This is going to help thicken it up. Then we'll remove the stock pot from the heat, transfer some of the stew into a shallow bowl, and garnish with fresh parsley. Check it out, our cozy Spanish black bean stew is done. Easy to make, simple heart-healthy ingredients, and all done in about 40 minutes using just 1 pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, un potaje de alubias negras. Look how beautiful this turned out. Let's see how it tastes. Still piping hot. Check that out. I tell you, there is something magical about this stew. It's the combination of that red wine vinegar with the paprikas and the cumin, explosion of so much goodness. Of course, the vegetables and potatoes add the texture, and those black beans, that lift of goodness. Easy to make, heart healthy, give it a try at home. Once again, extra crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine from the beautiful region of Navarra can have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Kevin, Krista Rakic, Robert Manahan, and Hollis Helmichi. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.